and resources to enable you to immediately apply it to your business. We want to show you where you can go within your e-learning system to find the tools, resources, and templates you need to execute each strategy successfully. And our goal is twofold. First, we want to help you increase your revenue by a minimum of 1% per week so that over the course of 12 months, you will achieve a minimum increase of 50% in your total revenue and a doubling of your profits. Now, naturally, many of you will experience far greater numbers than this. But second, even though the information we present is what we call transactional, meaning step by step, here's how you do it, we will reinforce that information with examples and suggestions so you can use this information to completely transform your business. Now, why is this important? Well, if you simply follow step-by-step processes, you can effectively compete in your marketplace. But if you begin to transform your business, you can dominate your marketplace. We specialize in helping our clients install the processes and procedures they need to compete successfully. And then we show you how to apply those processes and procedures so you can literally dominate your market. Now, please remember that the success of these presentations is totally dependent on you taking action. Information without application is worthless. So don't just watch this presentation, take a few notes, and then do nothing. After this presentation, take a few minutes and create a plan of action, and then apply that action plan to your business. Keep in mind that these presentations only cover a mere fraction of the money-generating strategies and tactics, tools, and resources we have available for you in your e-learning system. Now, this presentation will help you learn the secrets to reactivating stale clients. New customers are a business owner's personal addiction. We can't get enough of them. 99% of the marketing messages in the world today exist for only one reason: to pull in new customers. Business owners are hammered over and over that they need new customers. Listen, if you're a relatively new business, well then of course you need new customers. But if your business has been around for some time and you have current customers, you can experience serious business growth by target marketing to those customers. Consider which of the following situations seems easier: convincing complete strangers to do business with you, or getting customers that have already bought from you to come back. Reactivating old customers is one of the quickest and most surefire ways to make more money and increase sales and profits with amazing speed. No doubt you have heard the saying that it's 5 times easier to sell to an existing client than to find a new client. Have you ever stopped to ask why this is the case? Because it's actually very simple. Existing clients have already overcome their fears of doing business with you, and they've developed a level of trust in both you and your business. Fear and a lack of trust are the 2 key reasons why prospects don't turn into clients. You have to overcome these 2 obstacles to bring people on board as clients. This is perhaps one of the most challenging aspects of marketing, and why you must create a sales process that's based on a specific and well thought out strategy. So it always amazes me when a business will go to all the trouble to develop a new client only to then completely forget all about that client after the initial transaction. It just seems ludicrous to me that you would invest the time, money, and effort into finding a prospect and developing them into a client, and then let them wander off, never to be communicated to again. Keep in mind the golden rule for business success: never let a customer or client forget you. It doesn't take much to keep your happy customers and clients coming back to you again and again. When they do come back, the profit margin is substantially higher than if you have to seek out a new client from a list of cold suspects. So here are 5 strategies to bring your past clients back for more so that you fully monetize the value of each client. Strategy number 1 is the reactivation letter. Now, this is simply sending all of your past clients who you haven't heard from or dealt with in the last 6 months or more a letter to say that you miss them. There are a number of variations on this theme. However, the general idea is just to be back in contact with them. Apologize for not being in touch for a while, and let them know you value them as a client and would love to see them back with you. This particular strategy works well in transactional type businesses, but it can be adapted to practically any type of business. Strategy number 2 is the exclusive, irresistible offer. You must give them a reason to come back. The easiest way to do this is to create irresistible offers exclusive for past clients. Make them an incredible offer that they can't refuse and get them back doing business with you. Once they're back in the fold as a happy paying customer or client, they're far more likely to continue. Strategy number 3 is to offer new products or services. Sometimes your customers or clients just simply get bored. They move on because you're just peddling the same old stuff over and over to them. It's really important to keep developing new products, new services, new ways of bundling your products and services together. This way you always have a reason to go back to them. Strategy number 4 involves client appreciation. You should value your clients and show them that you value them. One of the best ways to do this is to use the client appreciation strategy. This can take many different forms, but one of the best ways to do this is to hold a client appreciation seminar or webinar complimentary for your clients and past clients. Invite them all and provide real value to them. You will be amazed at how they will respond and how their enthusiasm for doing business with you will be reignited. Strategy number 5 is to say thanks. We live in a fast-paced world where few people take the time to simply say thanks. Most customers and clients feel unappreciated, which is why they wander off over time, never to be heard from again. Why not send them a simple handwritten card to let them know you're thinking of them and to say thanks for their past patronage? At the very least, this will help you maintain top-of-mind awareness with them. These are just a few simple ideas to get you started. The key is to maintain regular contact with them, continue to add value to them through the relationship you have with them, and continue to offer them different products and services. Whatever you do, don't be like the personal trainer I spoke with recently at the gym. This guy was complaining about how difficult it is these days to get clients. When I asked him about the number of previous clients he's had, he told me the number was well over 100. I asked him how he remains in contact with these past clients, to which I heard crickets chirping, stone cold silence. He looked at me like I had lost my mind. It had never entered his mind to stay in touch with his past clients. I asked him to honestly estimate, based on his past experience, what percentage of his past clients had let themselves fall back into their previous behavioral patterns, which included poor eating habits and a lack of exercise. In other words, how many of his past clients did he estimate were once again overweight and unfit and in desperate need of his help? He told me flat out, at least 70%. So think about that for a moment. When was the last time you spoke to all of your past clients or customers? What strategies can you put into place today to reactivate them? If you do nothing, then you're leaving large amounts of cash on the table that could easily be flowing through your business. After all, there's no point marketing for new clients if you can't take care of your existing and previous ones. So who is a reactivation candidate? Well, to reactivate customers, you need to be attentive to the process. First, to determine which previous customers to reactivate, define what reactivation specifically means for your organization. Most companies define reactivation candidates based on their lack of response to previous marketing efforts. The sequential marketing efforts that an organization may follow typically begins with acquisition, then proceeds to resell, upsell, cross-sell, downsell strategies, then moves to retention, and winds up with reactivation. So how do you differentiate between customers who require selling and retention efforts from those who require reactivation efforts? First, and most obviously, if you know that you've lost your customer's business, then you've probably exhausted your sales and retention efforts and can assign the customer to your reactivation group. If you don't know whether you've lost your customer's business, make inquiries. If you find that it's too expensive to keep in touch with customers, Then analyze their buying history, such as the length of time since their last purchase, their number of prior purchases, and the length of time between purchases and average order size. If necessary, apply industry averages to determine who might be a reactivation candidate. But who do you select for reactivation? Before designating customers as reactivation candidates, determine whether you have their correct contact information. Exclude past customers who have outdated information that can't be updated through third-party sources. Also, review any customer service or third-party data you have on reactivation candidates and categorize the reasons for lost business as controllable, such as those that were shipped the wrong product 2 weeks after the promised delivery date, or uncontrollable, those that have moved from the retail area. If you're to blame for the failed relationship, determine whether there's value in reestablishing it. Once you select your reactivation candidates, segment this group and test offers before spending money to reach all of them at once. If possible, use lifetime value to determine which segments may yield a higher return. Now, when do you conduct reactivation marketing? Well, reactivation is not a one-time event you save for when times are tough. Reactivation should be an ongoing activity, prioritized among additional marketing efforts. Once you have customers who meet your reactivation requirements, execute a reactivation campaign. And this is where you want to apply those 5 strategies to bring your past clients back to you that we previously discussed. Strategy number 1 was the reactivation letter. We already have those done for you. Go to your dashboard and click on More Conversions. Then click on Resources we use to convert leads using our done-for-you competition-crushing marketing. Click on How to write sales letters that compel prospects to buy. Scroll down to the link labeled Additional Sales Letter Resources. And then scroll down to find 2 different versions of reactivation sales letters. Use these letters as guides when writing your own reactivation letter, or create one from scratch using the link labeled Compelling Message Template. These resources will enable you to create reactivation letters as good or better than a professional copywriter. However, that was just strategy number 1. Let me show you a way to combine strategies number 2 and number 3 using postcards to educate your past clients on new products or services using a compelling and irresistible offer. Let's take something as simple as bathroom remodeling. Here's a sequence of postcards that can be sent out either as direct mail, or you could create an e-version of these to send by email. Now, this is an actual campaign that was tremendously successful in reactivating past customers. This client of ours was a bathroom contractor that had been in business for more than 5 years and had performed several hundred home remodeling jobs. Instead of recommending to him that he do what all contractors do, try to be all things to all people, we convinced our client to segment his past clients and focus on one specific type of remodeling in order to appeal to those seeking a specific type of work. This goes back to the old saying, the riches are in the niches. Now, in this case, we had our client focus their marketing efforts on bathroom remodeling. He segmented his database and removed all previous clients that had already remodeled their bathrooms. I mean, obviously, they wouldn't be a candidate to have that work performed again so soon. We then analyzed the hot buttons of homeowners wanting their bathrooms remodeled, and we quickly discovered that there are 5 distinct signs people begin to notice that creates a compelling desire for them to remodel their bathroom. We then created a 5 postcard reactivation campaign with each postcard laser focused on educating the prospects on each of these 5 distinct signs. Our purpose was to use these postcards to create awareness with these prospects that it's time for them to finally remodel their bathrooms. Now here's postcard number 1. The headline says, 5 signs it's time to remodel your bathroom. Sign number 1, things start going wrong. It's one thing to have an outdated, ugly-looking bathroom. It's an entirely different thing to, and then it trails off. leaving the prospect engaged and intrigued as to what comes next. This all but forces the prospect to flip the postcard over so we can educate them on the back and begin to create an awareness that the situation in their home dictates it's time to seriously consider remodeling their bath. We would also prefer to offer them a compelling and irresistible incentive here as well. But in this campaign, our bathroom remodeler wanted to hold off and send a different type of compelling offer in a separate mailing. When they do flip this postcard over, the headline and subheadline remain the same as on the front to establish continuity. And then to the left, it gives reason number 1. Have a bathroom with leaks, black flaking grout, and half-clogged faucets? No need to continue living with a broken bathroom. These are the most common situations that force prospects to make a remodeling decision. By bringing these to their attention, they think to themselves that they have that exact situation right now, and they've been meaning to do something about it. This can lead to an immediate phone call and or a request for additional information. But we didn't stop there. The next 4 postcards listed reasons number 2 through 5. Number 2 focused on the outdated bathroom, which most women respond to. In fact, that crosses their mind literally every day when they get up in the morning. Then the back of the postcard educates them that by simply replacing outdated fixtures with new and more neutral colors can totally change their bathroom's appearance. Number 3 focuses on the home sellers and the importance of an updated bath when trying to sell your home for top dollar. Number 4 targets new parents and reminds them that needs frequently change over the years. The bath that was adequate 3 years ago no longer fits the bill. And number 5 targets their personality and style. People grow tired and bored of the same thing day in and day out, especially the bathroom, where most people spend approximately 6% of their waking hours each day. This postcard campaign begins the education process and gets past clients thinking about remodeling their bathroom. But that brings us to the next stumbling block. How can I afford it? So we created a 6 postcard follow-up campaign that targeted that hot button issue. The first started the formal reactivation strategy by asking them how they've been since we saw each other last. The subheadline lets them know we want to pass on an important tip when considering bathroom remodeling. That tip is the headline on the back. Don't buy on price only. We then reinforce the value our client provides over all of his competitors using a comparison checklist, which has been tested and proven to be one of the most effective ways to highlight the value one business provides over others. This postcard now positions our client as the one that can offer them the most value for the remodeling dollar. But they still are trying to decide how they can pay for the work itself. The next 5 postcards are designed to educate them on the 5 most cost-effective options to pay for a bath remodel. Postcard number 2 educates them on obtaining a signature loan and even directs them to a website for additional information. Postcard number 3 talks about the benefits of using a credit card and how to find the right type of credit card to minimize the prospect's finance charges. It provides them with a website where they can compare dozens of card offers and select the one that's right for them. Postcard number 4 educates them on the benefits of tapping into their 401k or additional retirement account. This is like borrowing from yourself and paying yourself the interest. This postcard also directs you to a site containing all the specifics to make sure they have full disclosure as to any pitfalls they may encounter, such as losing their job before they repay the loan and what their options are should that unlikely event happen. Postcard number 5 fills in the details if they elect to use a home equity line of credit and directs them to the online information to help them decide if this is their best option. And postcard number 6 exposes the benefits and pitfalls if borrowing the funds from a friend or family member. But can you see how all of these postcards, working in sequence, Begin to create a strong desire in past clients to work with our client again by establishing that he offers the most value for their remodeling dollar. All of these postcards and tons more are waiting for you in your e-learning ad library. Just click on More Transactions, then on the Resources link, and finally on the link labeled Market Dominating Advertising and Marketing Samples. Scroll down and click on Bathroom Remodeler. Here you will find a complete $35,000 marketing campaign waiting for you to use as a guide when designing your own campaign. We also have completed campaigns for dentists, daycares, window contractors, home remodelers, closet organizers, roofing contractors, chiropractors, carpet cleaners, IT companies, and many others. But don't forget the compelling offer. This client chose to send that out separately, but whatever sales process you elect to use, the compelling offer is key to getting your prospects to respond and buy. For example, in this ad for a kitchen remodeler, we offered a free contractor guide to help the prospect understand which company offers them the most value for their dollar. This is known as vendor selection criteria and is one of the primary hot buttons all prospects consider. Here's a different offer for a free design portfolio. This is often referred to in the business as an idea guide. It's designed to create a compelling desire in prospects by showing them different examples of unique designs that spur their interests. Here's a third offer for prospects to find out everything they need to know about remodeling itself. And finally, one of the more compelling and enticing offers that no homeowner can possibly resist: the 7 secrets every homeowner should know before remodeling a kitchen. Can you see how any of these irresistible offers can easily compel a prospect to seek out additional information and engage your services as the remodeler? So what's the best way to actually design your very own reactivation campaign? Well, the following steps will set you up for success should you ever decide to launch one. Step number 1, who is your target market? Are they people who stopped buying from you 3 months ago, 6 months, 12 months? If you run a subscription service, are they people who canceled 1 month ago, 2 weeks ago, or 2 years ago? Decide first who you want to try and reactivate. If someone bought from you 4 years ago and you're just now getting around to sending them an email, it's probably too late. However, it's okay to run a few different variations of the campaign if you want to target several different groups. Step number 2, what's your goal? Now, I think I can safely assume that your goal is to either have these consumers buy from you again, resubscribe to your services, or otherwise re-engage with your business. But are there more specific goals than that? I mean, maybe you want to introduce a new product line, introduce a new account manager, or upsell them on something they already own or a service they already use. Step number 3, why did these consumers leave in the first place? Unlike a normal marketing campaign, you need to understand why your customers left. Did they dislike your products or service? Were you too expensive? Did you lack sufficient content in their particular field to keep them interested? Knowing the probable reasons why they left will enable you to craft a message that addresses those issues specifically. Step number 4, what segmentation or persona data do you have? If you can segment these consumers either by persona or by purchase habits, you can make your reactivation campaign that much more effective. The rules here are the same as for any direct marketing campaign. Don't just send a mass "we want you back" email. Instead, use whatever knowledge you have of the consumer in order to create a more relevant message that speaks directly to them and their situation, much like we did with the bathroom contractor. Step number 5, split test your offers. It's fine to offer a reactivation discount code to these consumers. They were effectively dead anyhow, so you aren't really losing a full price purchase by offering them some form of a discount. However, showing consumers that you understand them and have new offerings that meet their needs might just be enough. So, do a split test and create discounts for some percentage of the group, but not all of them. See how they do when compared to the group with no offer. Step number 6, focus on your content. Instead of just saying, "we want you back, here's 15% off," make a real effort. Show your consumers that you understand them. If they used to buy video games, talk about all the new things that have happened in video games since they last checked your site out. If you run a content subscription-based site like eLearning, highlight the new content you've added to your site since they were last members. Put the relevant content first. Consumers can get a discount anywhere if they try. It's your content and products that will be more interesting to them, providing that they're relevant. And step number 7, make it easy for them to come back. If it's been a while, there's a good chance your consumers don't remember their usernames or passwords. Either send them this information in the email or make it really easy for them to find it. If their account has expired, make it easy for them to renew without re-entering all their information again. If you offer a discount code, make it very clear where they enter it. Step number 8, reach out through different channels. Are these consumers on Twitter? If so, do they follow you? If they do, send them a direct message, not an email. Email marketing is great, but try other channels if you have access to them. And be sure you understand the difference between a reactivation campaign and a regular campaign. While the steps we just discussed could be the recipe for any type of marketing campaign, there is one important difference. Reactivation marketing needs to understand how long people have been gone, why they possibly left, what is different in your offerings now that would compel them to come back, and what, if any, incentive they might need to come back. If you can't answer what is different in our offerings that would make them come back, then skip the reactivation campaign and focus instead on answering that question. Just remember that if your business has been around for some time and you have current customers, you can experience serious business growth by target marketing to those customers. Getting customers that have already bought from you to come back is 5 times easier than convincing complete strangers to start doing business with you in the first place. Reactivating old customers is one of the quickest and most surefire ways to make more money and increase sales and profits with blinding speed. So we hope this presentation has provided you with the step-by-step tactical approaches you need to properly execute this dynamic reactivation strategy. Lead generation may drive the majority of revenue for most small businesses, but they're missing a key component when it comes to creating exponential growth for any business. Now you have the ability to execute a reactivation campaign that will result in dramatic increases in both your revenue and profits. So this presentation was designed to provide you with a paint-by-numbers template to guide you in properly executing this strategy for your business, and do so with confidence and certainty. Follow our process, and you will soon position your business as the dominant player in your industry. We created the eLearning marketing system to give you and your business the competitive edge all small business owners need in today's competitive world. So what are you waiting for? Plan to execute this strategy beginning this week. Thanks to the eLearning marketing system, we've taken the guesswork out of the equation when it comes to creating effective sales and marketing and given you the ability to execute world-class strategies and tactics that are effective, that will crush your competition, and make your business the obvious choice when it comes to buying what you sell. Use the vast array of tools, templates, and resources we have here for you. You'll explode your revenue and profits and build a world-class business. So until next time, here's to your success.